Hi, folks. I didn't talk anything in the previous video as usual over my clips. I added BGM through the whole footage instead of talking. I wondered if watchers could enjoy themselves with my talking. I think often that the watchers are annoyed by my talking but wanted to enjoy sceneries in silence. That's why I obliterated my talking. However, even though I was quiet, watchers were also quiet and didn't send a message about whether they enjoyed my clips in silence or not. So, I interpreted it as the watchers don't mind my talking, though the watchers themselves don't exist lots. And I returned my noisy stupid talking again. Anyway, today I'm about to let you see the streets in IKEBUKURO. Some of them say that IKEBUKURO is a town which night comes earlier, because most people who utilize this town come from Saitama Prefecture and must go back to their towns by the last train leaves. People playing in Shinjuku or Shibuya don't always have to catch trains by the last one leaves, because they have a choice to catch taxis of which fare would be reasonable for near location of their homes, contrary to the people playing in IKEBUKURO, who would have to pay much taxi fare to go back to their homes. You might wonder if it is a joke or not. I also don't know the real thing. Anyway, this is another reality, that there is a train line from IKEBUKURO that leads to Saitama Prefecture. And there is a famous university as the other reality, so a lot of young men are walking. That makes this town pompous, but the famous university doesn't mean as difficult as to enter universities like Harvard. Actually, its level is only a little bit higher than the middle class. Therefore those who could enter the university with luck are lower level of the middle, walking to show their stupid faces. Some of them are running noses with dirty sleeves, wipe up the snivel. That would be the symbol of stupid kids. The university is located in the west side of the IKEBUKURO station of JR, so I don't want to go there to avoid the stupid students. I will not go west today. I am cruising by bicycle only east side as I'm doing now. IKEBUKURO looks to be more settled from my point of view than Shinjuku or Shibuya. I don't exactly know why, but I feel the people who come from Saitama Prefecture seem to be concerned. They are so humble that they get you through bending slightly forward, contrary to the people walking in Shinjuku or Shibuya who are apt not to get you through. As matter of fact, some of them walk forward to hit you, picking fights with you for some money. However, the place where humble people gather draws bad people. There also are a lot of pickup bars which would claim 5,000 yen a piece of ice cube to you, even though you were endorsed by the catcher with the remark of only 3,000 yen at non-limited drinking for 2 hours, which doesn't include not only an ice cube but also appetizer, much less ladies' drinks. There are two kinds of people, that is to say, bad guys and stupid men. But no problem, because you would not need to pay the excess claim, if only you kept stubborn not to pay the excess rate, and if only you expressed that you would pay the price the catcher has asked. Because the pickup bars don't want to become a police case, you should know you would be tested how brave you are, though I never guarantee your security in such a situation. Although those who come from the country of four-wheeled vehicle at first like America wouldn't be used to the structure of town developed from a railroad station, not only IKEBUKURO but also other towns developed from stations. There are rails divided two areas with a central focus on the rail station. It had better to understand the characters of west and east or north and south. As I am doing now, only shooting the aspect of a town couldn't let you know the real aspect. That's the point I'm thinking about a lot, that is to say, how I make videos about town is the best. Of course you visit shops as possible as you can and shoot inside is a way, but riding a bicycle with a video cam would be a better and easier way on a theme to shoot the street view, isn't it? As many YouTubers do, you had better revise your way to make videos little by little in probing analytics. Frankly speaking, I have a hunch to be bored with making videos of the street view, because any aspect of the town looks to be the same as you can see, though I know about that. Actually, I have been filling in noisy comments in my videos. However, I don't have a new plan on making videos for my YouTube channel. When borders are open after COVID-19 ends, I thought that I would go to the Philippines to make videos, but I must attend my kid because my wife went out leaving our kid with anger and doubt of my affair. That's my life. I can never know about what will happen in even near future, and I must revise old planned course to new one. That is fun for me. My wife is a Laotian. We lived in Savannah, Laos for 7 years, coming back to Japan with the kid. I plan to go to Laos again after the end of my obligation to let my kid learn Japanese language as a Japanese to live until I die, but I must quit the plan, and now I have to attend my kid, not being able to go to the Philippines, so I should be in Japan thinking of a new plan. I asked my kid if we would go to the Philippines. She answered she won't go, because she doesn't want to say goodbye to her friends. That is a childish reason, but I can understand and want to esteem it, but I try to persuade her until she enter middle high school. By the way, you can see motorcycles of 125 cubic centimeters running in Southeast Asia, which are used by the people as a daily vehicle, though there are a lot of makers selling such bikes. Its origin is Super Cub of Honda. The much difference between the Super Cub and Chinese makers or Korean one is mileage. If you bought one of Chinese maker for lower cost, you would pay much for fuel cost totally. As far as I experienced in Savannakhe, Laos, the mileage of the Super Cub is 3 times better than that of Chinese makers or Korean one, though the motorcycle of Honda itself costs about twice as much as Chinese or Korean ones. Of course, the Super Cub can be bought in Japan, but those are Japanese version, and its cost is more than twice that of those sold in Southeast Asia. And many Japanese who own the Super Cub make videos about the bike, uploading the clips on YouTube which let me know its performance, such as they say its mileage is 60 kilometers through 70 kilometers a liter. This is much more ecological than the electric car. Now I'm shooting street view with a bicycle, so I'm restricted to narrow areas to be shot. If I get the Super Cub, the area could be widened, and its cost wouldn't be much different from bicycle for the mileage. So, I want a Super Cub, but I have to get a license for the bike in advance. There are 4 classes of license of motorcycle in Japan according to engine volume. I think it must be bureaucratic rights and interests. 125 cubic centimeters is the next step class from below 50 cubic centimeters, of which license comes to a driver's license. Then I have the license of below 50 cubic centimeters, but I have to get the license for class 125 cubic centimeters. That is annoying. I was an administrative scrivener licensed by Japanese government, which mustn't be popular for foreigners. That job is making official documents and applying for licenses or permissions instead of cranes. However, I quit the job for early retirement, but I continue to be a consultant on official procedures in Japan. Especially, I hope YouTubers in the world go to Japan to make videos, therefore I'm making a site to offer information on long-term visas and so on. But, frankly speaking, it is shameful for me that I mistook interpreting the information from the Immigration Bureau, and I had offered misinformation for a long time, as YouTuber is categorized in artist visa. As it is, YouTuber is categorized in entertainment. Indeed, they explained that the category of entertainment includes making videos commercially, which looks to mean the YouTuber at 100%. So, now I recommend you as YouTuber would apply for the long-term visa categorized in entertainment. However, if you want to go to Japan as a blogger, you should apply for it categorized in art, as I have explained before, where I didn't make any mistakes, because they explain that artists of category in art includes the writer. However, when I inquired with the Immigration Bureau, they exposed their stupidity, as they said that new concepts like the blogger or YouTuber are not settled in those categories yet, so they definitely said that they didn't exactly know of what category is the best for it. But, only trying to apply for it is for nothing. You would get the answer from the Bureau. If the Bureau didn't permit you, you could try again to apply for a visa in another category for nothing. That's the way I recommend. The reason I couldn't see the mistake which I categorized the YouTuber as the artist is that there was not a man who complained to me for my mistake. Indeed, there were a lot of foreigners who consulted me about visas, but they finished consulting me after the free consulting period ended, so they might think they didn't have any rights to complain to me. Basically, I don't charge commission for consulting, but I charge for translation, which the Bureau asks you on the procedures. Making documents for the procedures with some commissions is an exclusive right for the administrative scrivener. I can't do it now after I return the license, so you would write down application form and so on for yourself according to my advice. If you consult me and want to proceed the procedures, that gives you advantage, as needn't pay commissions to the administrative scrivener. The commission on average is about $1,000, however, I think of only $1,000 as a guidepost. That is, if you can pay it, you could prove the right that you get the visa. You are supposed to prove your financial history on the category to apply for it, so those who can't pay the commission with ease don't look to earn such money on YouTube that the Bureau appreciates you as the YouTuber. Then I also recommend you to employ the administrative scrivener and let him or her do all annoying procedures. Those who earn only such money that you have to skimp on the commission, even if you could get the visa and living in Japan, you could not enjoy yourself in Japan to skimp on everything. Oh, I deviated from the theme IKEBUKURO, talking about visa of Japan, excuse me. Anyway, This is my style to be continued for a time until I happen to bring up new style. I hope you don't think of my talking as noisy and annoying.